Are you thinking about making a career change, but really not sure on which direction to take and feeling a little bit stressed out about it? If so, this week's episode is for you. I'm Siobhan Barnes, founder of the Neon Life Society, and this week I'm going to be talking to you about how to figure out the tangible action steps that you can take to figure out that big question: what am I doing with my life? This is not a question that we get asked a lot when we're older because we're supposed to know the answer. We're supposed to have it all figured out. We're supposed to be happy with the careers that we have. And quite frankly, 70% of at least American workers, according to a Gallup study, are disengaged in their jobs and don't enjoy what it is that they do. So the majority, in fact, don't know that question of what am I doing with my life and what career am I meant to pursue. So if you are in this camp, please know that you are not alone and that you're actually with the majority. It's just that not many people talk about this. Because let's face it, it's not something you can really talk about with all your colleagues. You might have a few close ones that you can speak to, but this is generally held in secret and only shared behind closed doors with friends and family or loved ones that you can trust. So, how do you figure it out? How do you go about it? Well, I truly believe that there are many, many different paths that you can take, and ultimately, you are here for a greater purpose, and there are many ways that you can realize that. For some people, it is simply just to be a kind and loving person. That can be it. For some people, it is to be like a Steve Jobs or a Richard Branson who's out there like pioneering a new way of doing business. And, one is not better than the other. One may seem more prestigious, one may seem less important, but the truth is we need people of all shapes and sizes, types, personalities, strengths wise, values wise on this earth to pursue something meaningful and to shine a light and be positive beacons of role models in the world and in their part of the community. And so rather than be freaked out by this big question of what should I do with my life, I encourage you to think about what kind of person you want to be and think about how you want to show up. How do you want to be contributing? How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to interact with people? What do you want to share? Is there an idea? Is there a movement? Is there a belief that you have? And just start from there. Like maybe, taking my example from before, if you are the person that is meant to be a kind and loving person and demonstrate that for other people, then maybe pursuing activities in that would be best. Actually nurturing that loving and kind spirit of yours by doing creative hobbies or taking up projects where you're giving back to people or simply being present with your children or with your friends or your girlfriends. It really doesn't matter the shape or form. The most important thing is that you just start being it now. And we can all do that. We can all do more to be better, to be more present, to be more fully in our power and our potential simply by being real. And if on the flip side, you're an ambitious go-getter, you want to start a company like, perhaps Apple or perhaps Virgin one day, and that task is super daunting, just take that pressure off for now. Like, you don't have to know that you're going there right now. Just start with what you do know and take action. This is where mini experiments are going to be really helpful. So give something a go. Maybe you want to start up a yoga pant business. Figure it out. Like, go speak to somebody who's done that before. What's it look like? What does life look like if you did that full time? Like, start being curious and asking questions. And just having these interests and taking action will get you out of the, what shall I do with my life analysis paralysis into actually doing something about it. And remember, there are no mistakes. Like, the best thing you can do is start now. You can be strategic and really take a step back to make sure you're starting with the right activities first, absolutely. But at the same time, if you're just in this limbo land, I encourage you to just get started and go with an idea that you have. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to take up your whole life. You don't have to quit your job for it. Just start something on the side and that will keep you going and it will keep you motivated, okay? So I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What ideas do you have as to who you want to be, first and foremost, and number two, what you want to pursue? Like, what do you want to be contributing to the world? I'd love to know. In the meantime, have a beautiful week.